We're live, apparently.
Okay.
Hello, friends.
Let's see.
Slow chat mode is on. Okay. Yeah, you can see it. It just flipped for me because of the camera.
Yeah.
It's off.
I'm gonna that.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Staff Nerds, the person here and says morning.
Hello, Steph Nerd.
Hi, friend. Someone asked, said hi, and Sky is Blue says hello. And we've got another hi, and I'm sorry I can't read your name. Nurvik says hello from Nepal.
Ooh, hello.
That's where the red pandas live. We have a Bethany. Girish says love you, man. Ocean Amber says hi. Lottlebo says hi. Marcel says good morning. Paulina says hello. Randy B's here and says good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, friends. Just my name. Art says hello. And Bharathi, hello from India.
Hello.
Nika says hi, good morning from India. Also from India, Nakazi.
Hi, Nakazi.
Sky Blue is from Romania and sends lots of love.
Thank you very much. Sending lots of love back.
And Nurbik is from Nepal.
How's everybody doing this Wednesday?
Also from India. You got a lot of you from India today. Steph Nerd. She's got coffee and a concha, which is sweet Mexican bread, and she is ready.
Ooh, fun.
Vic says hi from Florida.
Hello.
Hey, Jamie Brown says good morning, SBC friends.
Good morning, Jamie.
And we've got a hey howdy hey from Nixia.
Hey, Nixia.
Hi. Navika says hi, good morning from India. Someone said, I saw that you went live and clicked as fast as I could. I'm homesick from school and I always enjoy your streams and videos.
Well, I hope you feel better.
Yeah, feel better very soon. Draw says, hello, Scott. I was just recently my birthday and I'm learning how to draw with colored pencils.
Oh, that's great. Happy birthday.
Oh, Charlie May Film says, I can't sleep, so I'm watching this.
No. Hopefully I'll help you be able to sleep.
Obnoxious Child says hello from Australia.
Hello.
Sevaka says good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Kazi says you're my inspiration. I drew one of your drawings. It came out okay.
Oh, fantastic.
And Girish has exams tomorrow and is just chilling with us today. Pumpkin Draws says hello from Finland.
Hello.
And Bethany says kettle is on, caffeine is imminent. I would hope so. Andrea says hello from Mexico. Having the not best morning.
Oh, so no.
They are happy to be here. That is, hold on a second. Happy to get to tune in to cheer up. That's big. Crying Chroma's here. Hey, says hi, y'all. Happy to be here.
Hello.
Oh, Random Stay says I can't stay because I have school, but I'll watch later.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Ryan's here. Hi, Ryan. He says, howdy, SBC. I can't believe I found you again. How's Clan Saba?
We are good. How are you?
Good. How you doing, Ryan? Long time no chat. Marcel says, good morning to your amazing text-to-speech wife. Oh,
that's great.
You.
Thanks.
Andrew says, hello, how is your day?
We're doing good, thank you.
It's fairly new for us. We've only been up for about 2.5 hours. You're my favorite TikTok artist. That's Maz Senpai.
Oh, thank you.
Mir says hi. Dink Choco Cookie says yee.
Hi yee.
Oh, it's 7 p.m. in India. That's Yuji. Greetings from Norway. That's Avani. Raza says, last time I asked your opinions on sesame seeds. So I guess they want your opinion on sesame seeds.
I said I like them. I remember that question.
See. What time is it in Italy? It's 7 hours ahead of us, whatever that is.
That would be 1600, 4 o'clock.
I love your art, especially the October. That's broad.
Oh, thank you.
I struggle drawing a good perspective.
I do too. If you notice, my perspective is not perfect.
Ooh, we're not going to say that any other countries suck. That's not a nice thing to say. Hi from Turkey. Hi from India. And it's 7:36 in India. Boy, you guys are way far ahead of us. It's crazy. Oh, Ellen's here. Is Ellen here? Did I miss Ellen? Oh, there Ellen is. She says, good morning. Anyone in this book going to get a hat? Hey, there's a gondolier who's wearing a hat, but you want me to make
That's
a hat.
true.
So I don't know. I don't know about the making the hat on this Mayor says I made this thing called a practice page, and I'm practicing how to draw one thing every day. Yesterday I was practicing how to draw a nose from your tutorial.
That's fantastic.
Hey, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love you doing a practice page. I think that's fun. Ellen, you're so funny. This is my first time in your stream. That's cheese pizza. It's 4 p.m. in Germany. Peter Pan wants to know who your favorite artist is.
Oh, several. Drew Struzan, John Buscema, J.C. Leyendecker, Alphonse Mucha.
Elin says they have to go to school. I'm sorry they can't watch the stream.
No problem. Have a great day at school.
Venice Magic says, hey, my name is Venice, and I've been 2 to 3 times, and I do paint as well.
Oh, that's great.
They're in year 1 of animation right now. Yay!
Congratulations.
Dan Mom says, good morning from stormy Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Ooh.
We got a little bit of rain here, but are you having a big storm? I love a good storm.
Well, whatever you're getting, we'll get soon.
I don't know. Sometimes it comes that way and sometimes it doesn't, because they're west of us. Hi, Scott. It's my first time here, but I've been following your work. You're a huge inspiration to me. That's
Thank you very much.
N3, N4.
It's very nice to meet you.
You got me back into drawing with your positive vibes. That's I'm a cleric.
Oh, thank you.
Mr. Math says, hello from the Ukraine. Love your videos.
Well, hello.
We are with you.
Yes.
Hope you are doing well, and I hope you're safe. Sadie says, wow, I don't think I've enjoyed a stream as much as this. And Spaceify wants to know, where is that building from?
It is Venice, Italy. This was my sketchbook. We took to Venice, Italy. I was teaching a class on sketching, yeah. And because I was teaching, I didn't get to finish all of my pages. So some are just inked and some pencils. Others, we just did one and I didn't get to finish the others. So I thought today you guys could help me finish this page, because I want to get this done so I can make the video about my trip, because there's 11 pages of sketches that we did in 8 days.
Okay, every time you flip, it gets really out of
focus. Oh, sorry.
We forgive you. Scott, do you do sketches from reference photos or from memory? That's so big.
All these were live in person, but I took photos. I always take photos before I start sketching, because things could change. You might have to get up, like in this case. So I got to the sketching part and then we had to go. So this was the photo I took.
You guys are sassy today, and I appreciate a good sass, but I don't really tolerate swear words in the chat. Thank you. Let's see. Wolf BRB says hello there.
Hello.
Could I have? Oh, you got that. The mods. You guys are all handling all these questions for the Discord, right? Layla is in school right now, waiting for the door to open.
Oh.
You're saying open. Balandu, has he seen my post on Reddit? It's the most upvoted one. I don't know. Have you seen it?
I don't know. I mean, I think I've seen all of the posts. Did I not like it or say anything?
Yeah, let us know if you didn't comment. You might have missed it though, because we were gone for over a week. Have you ever done graphite pencil illustration?
Oh yeah, that's one of the first things we did in high school.
Oh, Minja says, hi, love your videos. You are such a good artist. I struggle with drawing hands, but you're teaching me. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad to hear that.
Starboy Gaming wants to know if you are more of a realism or cartoonistic artist.
I like to be somewhere in between.
Keep up the good work, says hi. Oh no, 0134 had a horrible day at school. I'm so sorry. Yeah. That's hard. Have a cookie and something to drink and just relax for a bit.
Horrible days are horrible.
Yeah, they really are, but cookies always help. Victoria says, I struggle with faces, but you inspire me to keep going.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad to hear that.
And Ellen wants to know, Ellen is Fiber and Brimstone. Scott, knowing your feelings on drawing buildings, do you feel that this trip forced you to improve your architecture? Any new techniques learned? Great question.
Yeah, I was really nervous because literally people paid to watch me draw. So I was like, I hope I don't screw up, but I did pretty good. I'm learning to just, I think the one thing I learned is to start omitting things that are unimportant. And so I've been doing that. Like I'll like, you know what? I don't like that uh souvenir stand over there, so I'm just going to get rid of it, or I get rid of a lot of people. So I'm not drawing everything I see. I'm starting to edit in my mind some of the stuff, and so I think that's good. I think that helped me out a lot.
And I do remember one comment that he said was about 3 or 4 days into the trip, and he said, "The more I focus on the art, the better it is." And I remember you saying that.
Okay.
So because
I don't remember saying it.
You did. And I said, "That's great," because you were nervous about people, watching you and trying to learn something from you. And all the people were really great. There was this one guy that was just like you guys on here. He was asking a ton of questions. And every question he'd ask, Scott would just smile and he'd like help him and answer his questions. And a lot of the other people were not very, they didn't ask a lot of questions. But all of our friends here, you guys all know Scott loves a good question. So
yeah, it's easier to answer a question than do a speech on art.
Let's see. Iris says, "I have never seen a more interesting live." LOL.
Oh, thank you.
You're funny. They all wish you were their art teacher.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, Mel on says, "I've barely been able to reach a live streaming time. This is like the first time." LOL.
Well, I'm glad you made it.
Commander Nightshade says, "Hope you two have a lovely day. The page is looking great."
Thank you very much.
Rat says, "Hi, I just wanted to say you've inspired me to continue with my art and think positively about it. Thank you."
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I mean, we really need to feel better about our art. Embrace the wonkiness.
Because we're not seeing the end of the page. Perfect. Thank you. What's your opinion on Adventure Time? I don't know what that is.
I've watched maybe 1 or 2 episodes, but I just never really got into it.
Are you using a zebra brush pen right now, honey?
Of course.
And Nixia is correct. We buy them on jetpens.com. What do you search for references?
Well, I mean, it depends on what I'm looking for. Like, I never just go, hey, I'm just going to go searching for reference. It's always with something in mind. So for me, it's, hey, I'm going to be drawing Conan the Barbarian. So I'm going to look for, half naked men, muscle men, swinging a sword or something like that. And to say that my search engine is definitely weird is an understatement, I'm sure.
Okay, the mom and me is coming out. Cat 21 Games, do not get in trouble with your teacher. Do not. They're watching the stream in school right now. 134. Oh, this is why they had a bad day. They were sketching in class, and 2 of their classmates made fun of them.
Oh.
I can't stress enough. Like, I think people just need to learn to be nicer to each other. And I'm sorry.
Well, you can't control other people, but you can control how you react to it. And just remember, these people are going to be nothing to you once you're out of school. I don't remember any of the bullies that teased me when I was in school. You
forget.
It's all temporary. Just remember that these people are just minor nuisances to you right now, and they will be in your rearview mirror very, very soon.
You know what I've always called people like that? Pimple on the butt of an elephant. Little tiny things.
Okay.
Have you ever drawn in public? Cheese Pizza wants to know.
Yeah, all of these were done in public. And we were in Italy, and we would find a place, and we would all sit and sketch. And if you look at the video I posted on Sunday with the eraser, you'll see some shots of me sketching in Venice.
Nikki has a great comment. Bullies are definitely NPC characters. Pay them no mind.
Exactly.
That's a fantastic way to put it, Nikki. I love that. That's great. NPC characters. Mine's uncontrollable. I don't know what that one means. We're gonna move on. Hey, Richard's here. He says, "Good morning. It's so good to have you back in live. Missed you."
Hey, Richard, we missed you too.
Your new paintings that you're doing are wonderful.
Donna's literally your biggest fan.
I love them. They're so cool.
She can't stop talking about you. I'm getting jealous.
Well, you know.
Richard.
Actually, probably once a day I do go, "What? Did you see what Richard did today? I need to tell you what he did today." What is your inspiration book called?
My inspiration book.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like a book that inspires me.
Yeah.
I guess it would be. I have books on all of the artists that inspire me.
Okay, Balandu says, "My dad has allowed me to buy one zebra brush pen. That is a very nice dad." Would you ever do a challenge to draw using your pen without erasing once? Oh boy.
I guess I could try it one day. Hadn't thought about it.
Oh, good. Race says, "Morning, Scott and Donna. I just finished part 1 of my story and we'll take a small break before starting on the next part."
Oh, that's
How
great.
do you like it so far? Is it coming along well? Are you happy with it? Or let me just say this. Are you enjoying the writing process? Let's go there. I have numerous people asking how you are, honey.
I'm doing very good, thank you. I'm happy to be home, and I'm also happy that we had a good time in Venice. I'll be honest, everybody, I was nervous. I was really, really nervous, and there was several days where I was looking to find an excuse not to go to Italy. I was just a bundle of nerves.
Well, I can attest to that one. Starlord says, "Every time I see the word October, I think of you, Scott, and Octavia."
Oh, thank you.
I like your art style. That's German Potato Animator.
Thank you, German Potato
Happy
Animator.
Sloth is here and says, "Hello, it's nice to see you again."
Hello. I hope this is not too boring.
Ellery Root says, "Hello, I'm a new subscriber, so sorry if I get this question a lot, but where did you get your medic bag you use for travel?"
Oh, I got it from eBay. I would buy things going, God, does this fit? Because you can't know.
Oh.
And the biggest thing was I needed something that fit my sketchbook. And it fit it perfectly, and it had all these like little slots in it. It was just great. It was just great. I love it.
Do you like Indian style of art?
I do. I did a really Raja Ravi Varma. I did a study of his work, and really, really fun.
Yeah, the colors were beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you watch any other art YouTubers or TikTokers?
Yeah, I mostly TikTokers because I did spend 2 years there. I haven't really watched. I with YouTube, I have not picked up doom scrolling on it, like you do with TikTok. And so I haven't really done that. But yeah, there's Kim Diaz Home. There's a bunch of artists that I really like.
Richard wants to see your bracelets.
Oh.
Did you get a new one?
Yep, this is the one from Italy.
Yeah.
So we got rid of the one from Amazon. And so now I have one from Utah, Venice, Italy, Kauai, and Valencia, Spain, which is just a little too big, so it always keeps going over. Like, seriously, whose wrist is that thick?
Where else are you going to go in public? Not anywhere for a while. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I don't mind it because, again, I just put my headphones on and I just drown out the world. But
I need those headphones.
yeah,
It
Donna
was harder
needs
for me
headphones.
to drown out the world. But his headphones are great.
People would come up behind me and you know, like talking whatever, and the good thing is it's in Italian, so I can't understand it, and I just had my headphones on, I'm just listening to music. So Donna got more annoyed about it than I did. It really doesn't bother me.
Well, there's a group of people and they're sketching, and obviously it's a sketching class because there's many people sketching, and people just walked up and they would walk right through the middle of the group, and then they would lean over people, and it's like
Donna was just like, "That's so rude. No, that's so rude, and that's so rude."
And then they were taking pictures of the art that the people were doing, and I thought, you should ask first.
There was a couple people that asked for permission.
Well,
and I thought that was very nice.
That was appropriate. If you're going to take a picture of somebody,
but we're not the etiquette police, you know. If you're out in public and you're doing something, it's a public place.
You should still ask if somebody's sketching.
That's
take a picture of you.
that's
rude.
Just
it's
your
rude.
idea of etiquette.
No, it's everybody's idea of etiquette.
It's not.
Rude.
If it was their idea of etiquette, they would have asked.
Because people don't know what etiquette is anymore.
That's what I'm saying. But there's no standards of etiquette.
Well, I'm the standard of etiquette. Back yourself away from my husband and take your camera elsewhere unless you ask nicely.
And I say I'm totally okay with it.
Well, I'm not.
Okay, but you're not the boss of them.
Oh no, but I'm the boss of you, and you have your headphones on. So you live in the USA? Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Favorite snack? Solveig loves our bickering.
I like candy. I like atomic fireballs.
See, Kyle says, I agree with your wife, to be honest. Lula says the same thing. I'm with Donna. Whether you're in public or not, you should always ask before taking a photo of someone. If I'm out and I'm taking a picture of Scott and I in front of, I don't know, St. Mark's Basilica, okay? We're in Venice. It's Scott and I in the Basilica. I'm not taking a picture of somebody else that I don't know anyway, but I digress. See, Amy says, I'm with Donna on this one, Scott. It's so easy to be polite and just ask.
It is. But all I'm saying is there are no rules. There's no laws against it. That's all I'm saying is that
there's no laws against it, but it's decent common courtesy. You do not take pictures of
but
people
not
that you
everybody abides by that or was even taught that. And that's all I'm saying is you can't hold it.
He says, I was asked by someone to take a picture of my hair. But at least they asked you. Finley says, have you tried M&Ms? They're my favorite.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Love M&Ms. When we got back into the States, we had a 5-hour layover, and I got a whole bunch of candy to eat during the 5-hour layover. And one of them, Donna got me peanut M&Ms.
All I kept doing was eating candy. Your favorite product for pens? Ari wants to know.
Oh, the zebra brush pens.
Louise says, I don't know how it works out there, but I thought it was legal to take pictures of people in public places.
It is. It's totally.
I just think it's rude. If you don't know the person or they're not a model for you,
again, rude is subjective.
That's really not.
It is.
Wolf says, would you rather read minds uncontrollably, mistakenly, or see horrible futures of friends and family? And Donna, are you colorful, happy, and like fruits? Wow. Okay, do you want to read mine?
I would rather see in the future.
Yeah. I am typically not super colorful and happy, and I do like fruits.
Donna's a miserable person.
Yeah, I'm just miserable all the time. I really am. I mean, unless there's tea in the cup and the dog next to me, I'm just, yeah. Let's see. Sarah is finally a Happy Make It to Alive.
Hey, welcome, Sarah.
And here is doing their practice page now while watching you. Where else are you guys going in public in the future? Nowhere right now.
Yeah, we have no plans right now. This was a huge thing for me. I mean, you guys know how much of an introvert I am.
It was hard for him to get out.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult. And then again, I was also asked to teach a class, which is crazy.
So far out of his comfort zone.
I'm not a teacher.
Janelle says, hello, Scott and Donna. I'm trying to decide if I should do art in college as a minor or if it would be better to just keep art as a hobby. Thoughts? Thanks and love your work.
I would say if you have any discernible skills that can make you money, do that and then keep art as a hobby. Because making money as an artist is very difficult. And there's been many times where if I could have gone and done something to, feed the family, I would have, but I have no other skills.
Okay,
So
can you hold on a second? They're asking if they should do art as a minor in college.
I get it.
So what if their major is like engineering and then their minor would be art?
If that's fine. But I'm talking just to look at career wise. If you could do art because you love it, I think that's best. I mean, especially if you could find another job that you really like, and then you have two things that you like. For me, I just only like art, and I'm only good at art, so I don't have anything else to fall back on.
Wolfbeard, he says, okay, thank you. And 0134 says, my teacher said she loved my art style, and she asked me if I could draw something and hang it on the class wall. That made up for my classmates' behavior. Well, that's very high praise from your teacher.
That is really, that's a cool teacher.
Venice Magic says, art types do bring money, though maybe not all.
Yeah. And
that's true.
Again, we've been able to make a living and raise a family and everything, but it hasn't been easy. And that's all I'm saying is that in any of the arts are not appreciated the way that the Wolf of Wall Street kind of people are. That's their job is to make money. Our job is to make art. And so it's a rough life. So that's all.
Mita wants a video on sketching bodies for like fashion sketches.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Star says, having worked at a Ren fair on cast, I've kind of gotten over photos without permission in the public thing. I do ask before taking pics of kids though.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah. What do you think about AI art that's been floating around the internet? Jean-Pierre wants to know.
I think it's pretty good. It's funny. I wound up following a woman on TikTok because I thought her art was really good. And it wasn't until later on that I found out that it was AI art. And I didn't stop following them because it was just good art. But it was, it's funny how it's gotten good enough to where it can fool you.
Kyle says, my art teacher says not to be a professional artist because he loves art, but it seems to be work to him when he isn't teaching or doing it in his free time.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this. When Scott's here painting with you guys, it's not work for him. But he's in his sweatpants and his t-shirt and he's comfortable. But it was work when we were in, it's going to sound odd. We were in Venice and it was work, but it was.
Yeah, I was paid to do a job,
right,
and
right.
It's very, it's not that being an artist as a profession is bad in any way. It's just financially tough. I'm not complaining ever about the jobs. It's just they're few and far between. Now, there's obviously we have things like YouTube now, which pays well, and other social media stuff. So that's cool. But just factor that in. If you have any other skills, keep that in your back pocket.
Millie says, I know a lot of people, including myself, who struggled with creativity whilst taking art in college. Some places make you create for their preference.
Yeah.
That's true. The Friends has an interesting question. Hey, Scott and Donna, if you had one wish in your life and it could be anything, then what would it be? P.S. I love your shorts.
Oh, thank you. I think for me, I would want the power of God so I could fix this world. Get rid of things like cancer and hunger and things like that. I don't think I would choose anything selfish. Like I would want to be invincible and then just watch people die.
Suffer,
yeah. So I think if I was ever given that option, I would want the ability to fix the world if I can.
I'm going to agree with you on that one. I was trying to find a way to say it, but I like how you said it better. I would like people to all get along. I'm tired of war. I'm tired of famine.
Yeah.
I'm tired of poverty. I'm tired of sickness. And if we could fix it, that would be the wish.
Yeah. I think the older we get, the more we just want, God, especially with the last few years that we've had, I think we just want some peace in the world. We just want some, health and some happiness. And
yeah,
so,
but not just for us, for everybody.
yeah.
Just to have it be a calmer time for everybody. It's just it's been so hard for everybody. Have you ever had someone steal or copy your artwork without crediting you?
Oh, all the time. Yeah, there are websites that can track who's stealing your art, and it's in the hundreds. There's companies that just take my art and make T-shirts and curtains and everything with it, and I just let it go. I'm not going to go suing everybody, you know.
Axel Luxy says, "Is there a correct or wrong way to hold a pencil?"
No. I did a video about that. If you look up the video, the right way to make art, people were there were some students who were told that they were holding their pencil wrong and that they need to draw with their whole shoulder.
Yes.
Whereas me, I just rest my hand and I just do this. And so yeah, there is no right way to make art.
Richard asks, "Would you do something like Venice again, a paid teaching gig?"
I don't think so. And I think because I don't want to be responsible for other people in that, you know, I have to entertain them. Everybody that we were with was amazing, and the people who set it up was amazing. It wasn't a bad experience. It was just, you know, Donna and I were in Italy. We were in Venice, and we wanted to walk around and we wanted to see stuff. But you know, I had to teach classes, and then we did tours, and I think we like to do things at our own pace. We like to. I like to go back to the hotel room and sketch. You know, I like to, you know, go and see stuff, and then go back and then detox. I need time away from people. I'm a
You do better when you're.
yeah.
when you
I
have
need
break
that.
in the day.
Yeah, I need.
We were very busy from the minute we got up until the minute we went to bed.
Yeah.
There was only one day when I remember that you went back to the hotel and I was actually out with everybody still, but you went back to the hotel early because you were just kind of peopled out.
I get peopled out very quickly, and so I just need that. I need to rejuvenate and just have some quiet time. Yeah.
Nurbik wants to see your comfy drawing outfits.
Okay.
134 says, "My brother also likes drawing, but he didn't know about your channel. But I saw he was feeling a little lost yesterday, so I showed him your channel, and he said your videos are inspiring."
Okay, I don't know if I could do this, but this is my sweatshirt. It looks like
it looks like chainmail.
It's I think it was Peter's. Let me see if I can do that. There, can you see?
A little bit.
So it's a hoodie.
Yeah. There you are.
and it's from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
This was one of the things that Scott bought for us when the pandemic first started. Everybody got a sweatshirt. Logan's is what?
His was from the Hamilton stuff. His was the red coat.
That's right. His is the red coat. Mine is a
Jane Austen
Regency gown, and Scott's one says chainmail. Yes, we're dorks. We don't really.
Yeah, mine is from The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Yeah. Solveig says, "My two girls are young budding artists. I want them to live, not just survive, but I also want them to use their talent and be happy with their job.
Yeah.
How do I support them?"
Well, I think that is the biggest thing for any artist is to have family that's willing to support them in their downtime.
You're already ahead of the game.
Yeah. So many people don't have that support system. So there's been times where, you know, times were tough and we weren't bringing in enough money, and family was there to help us out. If you have that support system, then they can make a living as artists. They just need to know that they have a safe place. They have support.
Their art could also be like their day job could be advertising or graphic design, and they could paint, or they could be art teachers, or they could be, you know.
Mine was video games. I was in video games for many years, and then I would go home and I would paint. So I was still making art. I was doing creative stuff, but you know, and I think that's a good thing.
Just don't ever take their pencils away from them like we hear some parents do. Because, you know, if your girls are young, they're going to go through numerous different things. I want to be an artist. I want to be a dentist. I want to be a veterinarian. I want to, all the things. And if you let them have the creative on top of having to do the schoolwork, that helps them so very much. There's been studies on that, that it helps kids. Louise says, I used to be able to draw pretty well, but now I lost practice. What should I do?
You can just get back into it. You'll pick it up again.
What are you using to sketch right now?
This is a zebra brush pen.
And what paintbrushes do you use?
I'll use anything I could find, but right now I'm currently using Etcher Labs paintbrush set, which I need to do a video on because they held up really well.
Will you ever do a tutorial short on your channel about graphite realism?
I did do a little video on realism, and I did use a pencil. You could check that out if you'd like, but I'm way out of practice with that, so I would have to go and practice again.
If you could learn another language, what would it be?
Ooh, you know what? I think I would like to learn Assyrian because
that's your family language.
Yeah, like anybody can learn Italian. That's my dad's side of it, but the Assyrian language is there's not too many people speaking it.
Bethany says we literally walked at least half a marathon every single day.
Yeah, there was a lot of walking.
So many miles. Would you ever do a journal on Germany? I've never been, but it would probably be pretty cool.
Oh, absolutely. We'd love to go to Germany one day.
Finley says, my dad is telling me it's better to draw with your whole shoulder. He loves it, but I don't draw with my whole shoulder.
Yeah, that's what that video was about, because a lot of people were saying you need to draw with your whole shoulder. And I'm pretty sure when I was in art school, they were telling me the same thing. But there is no right way. They're just saying that this way is better for X, Y, and Z. And that's great when people say, hey, if you do this, your art will improve because of X, Y. That's great. I think those are great lessons. But there's no laws. There's no, you have to do it this way. It's just, hey, this way is better for your art. This way is better for your health. This way, great. But you don't have to. That's just advice.
Okay, let's blow through some of these because there's a lot of them in here. Scott takes pictures of everything when we travel, and he was drawing in a specific place, but he takes a picture so he doesn't lose that if he doesn't get a chance to finish, he can go back to the hotel and sketch the rest of it later.
Yeah.
I am doing great. I'm home with my puppy dog. Water Plus Ink is here. She says, good morning. How you feeling, honey? You doing okay? Several people want us to do maybe a sketch group where we all just come together and sketch and you don't have to teach.
Oh, okay.
Scott might be into that. A lot of people are saying they love being here. They love your channel.
Thank you so much.
Do you think drawing with both hands simultaneously is possible? I believe
I've seen people do that. Mm-hmm. I think it's witchcraft, but yes.
We did not vlog the trip. We thought we were going to be able to go live when we were there. Oh, let me tell you, people, jet lag is a thing. And no, we were not. And the time change was way too hard. Do you think tracing for a base sketch is cheating in art?
No such thing as cheating.
At least once alive, we get that question.
I trace all the time.
What do you think about drawing that doesn't use color, uses only black and white and sometimes gray? And in what kind of art does it work best? Nicholas wants to know.
I don't know if there's a particular style to something like that, but that's a preference thing. I think it's really fun if you can do that.
Janelle says the angle of the stairs to the bridge, chef's kiss, love it. Venetian architecture.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, Venice is a really nice place. Hopefully I'll get a chance to go there in the future. So Eileen, if you do get a chance, I would recommend for everybody, if you get a chance to see something different, go somewhere different. The earliest times of the city were from the 400 AD. I mean, we don't have anything like that here in the States because our country is so new, but walking through you feel like you're walking through history. It's crazy and it's amazing and it's awesome. Let's see. Scott is not going to do Game of Thrones because we haven't watched it. Jamie,
I did do Game of Thrones. Remember there was that
No, you did do a couple of them.
I could try to post it. I did a video on it back on TikTok if you want to go look.
They said you with your little hoodie on look like a quokka.
Yeah.
Please hit me up on the link to those sweatshirts. I may have to get one. Where did you find them?
Gosh, it was just one of those advertisements on like Instagram or something.
Yeah.
I forget.
Scott has done a Harry Potter sketchbook.
Yes, that you can find on YouTube.
If you woke up with 4 arms, do you think you draw twice as fast?
Oh gosh.
We're in the Central Time Zone. It's 9:43 in the morning right now. You guys are so funny. Exactly. Ellen and Star, like, they gotta have the day job in order to keep going so they can do their art.
Yeah.
I get that. Believe me, I had the day job so he could do art. You guys are funny. Can you tell something about how to start making art? I have never made any art other than back in school. That's Amar.
I think get yourself a cheap sketchbook and a pencil. I did a video on making, I forget the name of it, but it was everything you need to make art is just basically $8 worth of stuff. It's a sketchbook, it's pencils, and a sharpener. And that's all you really need. And just draw everything you see. Just fill your sketchbook with your daily life. You can journal, that's it. But the best thing, in my opinion, is to draw what you see. So many people, myself included, when I was younger, would only draw things out of my head because I thought that's what you needed to do. You need to be able to draw stuff out of your head. And really, the best thing, my art improved so much when I just started drawing what I see.
We do have a pet. We have a dog. She's very old. And we love her very much. She's a rescue. Time change, signal, time, crowds, noise, going live wasn't possible for a lot of reasons. Exactly. Jamie Brown says, if I didn't have asthma lungs, I'd love to learn glass blowing. Find it fascinating. We went to Murano and got to watch some glass blowing, and OMG, it's so cool. So cool. What's your favorite thing to draw, honey?
Hair.
Indeed. Whoever asked, my son can draw with both hands at the same time, like mirror images. It's amazing to watch him do it. Hurts my brain at the same time. Wow. Lula's 7-year-old boy can draw with both hands. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Huh. That's cool, though. I want to be able to do, I need a couple extra hands, but that's just so I can get more things done. Let's see. Gilsha says, hi, I'm from India.
Hello.
Yeah, that's why Scott did the hair journal. What was your favorite place you have visited?
Well, right now I think Italy's pretty high up there. I think Italy might be my new favorite.
The food was good, the wine was good, the cappuccino was good,
And
there was nothing bad.
Around every corner was just something beautiful.
Yeah, it was just, and if you ever do get to go to Venice, take the water taxi from the airport to the city, because what a way to arrive in Venice on the water. OMG, let me tell you. I'm happy you loved my home country, says Victoria. Loved it. Good evening from Nepal. It's 8:13. That's it.
Good evening.
I do need to go to Nepal, but I want to do it on an eco trip so I can go help save red pandas. I know I'm crazy, but that's what I want to do. What's your favorite character from the Breaking Bad BCS verse?
You know, I love Saul. I think Saul is great, but I really fell in love with Nacho. I thought he was such a great character in Better Call Saul. And the actor did such a good job.
Destroyer of Feet says, do you think normal paper would be good for a handmade sketchbook? I don't have any money at the moment and I want to make my own.
Yeah, regular paper is just fine.
Keeping up the good works. How can I become good at my art?
Just practice. It's all it takes is just practice. You know, if anybody likes my work and they say I'm not as good as you. I say I just have more years of practice. That's all.
Yeah.
And again, if you guys are looking, none of my perspective is right. My lines aren't straight. Um, it's okay. I mean, none of these are, perfect. They're just sketches. And that's all they need to be. Look at this. This is not great perspective, but it's okay. I was pointing out to the students, look at this. The top of this tower is just so bad. But
Fine. I
you know,
think the best thing that you brought to that class was that they hadn't thought of before was to do the little vignettes in your sketchbook, to make it your travel journal, to make it your own, like, oh, a slice of pizza here and the face of the dog and the sign and the things, to add things that are meaningful to you in your sketchbook, because they had always done one single image on a piece of paper.
yeah. And
So,
we're storytellers.
mhm.
Artists are storytellers. Musicians are storytellers. Poets, dancers, we're storytellers.
Your boy Tanner says, my parents are in Italy. They're going to Florence tomorrow, and we'll go to Venice, then London, then Scotland.
Oh,
Love
gosh.
that. Loki Crafter, I went to a drama class, and my script was filled with doodles of different hair.
Oh, that's great.
That's great. Ray is getting a storm soon, and his signal is going a little wonky.
Oh, no.
Dogs can fly. So we did tell everybody we were going to Venice. We actually invited people to go. We put that out there for everybody. So, yeah. Good evening from Punjab, India.
Oh, good evening.
Ooh, I dropped my flat on its face, but no cracks. Thank goodness. Yeah, that was a close one. Have you been to Indonesia? Nope.
No.
Have you heard about Kerala?
Doesn't sound familiar.
I don't know what that is. Sarah Wilson says, since you love Venice so much, I think you would love the manga anime Aria. It's based on Venice, and the art and story are so peaceful and beautiful.
Oh, that sounds great.
And she left you a tip too.
Oh, thank you.
Spooky Man says, I had art class today. We're only just starting watercolors.
Ooh, fun.
And Mayor says, my noses are getting better.
Good.
Yay! Are you going to come to India too? By the way, I love from India.
Thank you. We were supposed to. I was directing a film. I was writing and directing a film for a studio in India, and I was supposed to come out, but then they ran out of money.
Erica's here.
Hey, Erica.
Good morning. Big hugs. Called out of work today. Allergies kicked my butt yesterday, and now sore throat and nose congested.
Oh.
It is the season. I read an article that said that fall allergies, because of climate change, were getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fall allergy season was getting longer. And I thought to myself, that's just not something I need. I already have problems with mold. I don't need a bigger fall allergy season, people. I had not one problem in the whole time we were in Venice. And my nose didn't run, not one problem. And we came home, and within 24 hours, I was scratchy and itchy. And yes, I took a COVID test. No, I don't have COVID. But yeah, I came home and my allergies just went crazy. So Jariah wants you to do a dinosaur.
Ooh.
MC Wood says, good evening from Finland.
Good evening.
The Rockster wants to know what got you into watercolor. Good question.
I was doing colored pencils all my life, and I got tired of it, and so I wanted something a little more, we'll say, artsy. And so I thought, I'll try colored pencils. I might have tried acrylics first and said, no, these are horrible.
Amar says, why don't you make a webtoon? We did have a web comic called, well, we still do, called The Dreamland
The
Chronicles.
Dreamland Chronicles.
You can read it at thedreamlandchronicles.com. Gilsha, we have tips for drawing different parts of the faces on the Art Hacks playlist. And there you go. Bethany already put it in there. I just joined. What is this sketchbook? That's Pandemonium.
This was
travel sketchbook.
Yeah, this was my travel sketchbook. We went to Venice, Italy. Last week we were there for 10 days. Well, we were there for 8 days. Sorry, it was 10 days of travel, or 2 days of travel. And
Oh my God, such a long travel.
yeah, and so I didn't get the chance to finish all the pages because I was teaching the class. So I thought, today I would just finish one of the sketches.
Mhm.
And so that's why it's always a good thing to take a picture
Mhm.
before you start sketching when you're in public.
Jamie says if we could all have gone with you, it would have been an SBC get together.
Yeah, it would have been so good.
Indonesia is beautiful. You would love it here. Here in Texas, we have cedar fever in the fall. It's awful. Oh God. Is that where all that pollen comes off the trees? Is it big yellow pollen? Oh, I can't handle that. Victoria says, my best sketches get made in the most boring classes I have in school. Oh, just don't get in trouble. Gwyneth says, hi, have you been liking Inktober?
Hi, thanks. Yeah, I mean, I posted some of my 2020 Inktober sketches, and that was kind of fun. But I haven't really. I'm doing the October thing, which is just only 8 days
With Octavia.
with Octavia the
Actually,
octopus.
and we've had several questions on when are we going to do October next?
Maybe another one next week, or by the weekend.
Because it's Wednesday right now.
It's
right?
Wednesday, yeah. But I haven't decided what she's going to do next. If anybody has any suggestions,
They gave you a bajillion suggestions.
I don't remember any of them.
Of course you don't, because you're a pickle. Good afternoon from Nigeria.
Good
Watercolor
afternoon.
painting. Do you have any tips?
Yeah, work light to dark.
Zoe says that's so relatable. LOL, allergies are a pain. Followed by Sarah Wilson, who says my migraines definitely don't like these fall allergies. I get it, people. I get it. It's terrible. Please recommend something to draw with gouache. I'm really confused.
Oh,
That's Meduca.
Darth Maul.
Oh, 0134. Good luck on your math and German test. Oi, on the same day. That's rough, kid. Do you like clowns?
Yeah.
Oh,
Especially Chesterfield.
Bethany says, Scott, I gave you a huge list. I'll relink you.
How could you?
There's a spreadsheet for that. Oh no, Star says, yes, it coats our cars in yellow gunk. It's so gross. We get the same stuff here. Same stuff. It's like that yellow pollen-y crud. Oh, it's terrible. Where did you go to university?
I went to the Academy of Art in San Francisco.
Sarah says you can tell who parks outside in Texas based on how yellow their car is.
Yeah.
I can't take that. When it just blows off the trees, that's when I just can't breathe. It's terrible. Scott, how can I make a handmade sketchbook? Please make a video on it.
I've never made a handmade anything, honestly. So I wouldn't know. I buy my sketchbooks.
There is a gentleman who sent Scott a sketchbook called Paul Porosky. And you can find him, I believe I know he's on Facebook. I don't know if he's on Instagram.
He's on Twitter.
Is he on Twitter?
Yeah.
You can check him out there. He makes handmade sketchbooks, and his are beautiful. And Box
That's
TV,
the one I used for the Lord of the Rings sketchbook.
Yes, Box TV is back at it and sent you a large.
Oh, thank you, Box TV.
Come to Scandinavia in the fall. We don't have any pollen this time of year. Ugh. I'm there. Get me on a plane. What was your favorite / least favorite part about your trip?
My favorite was sketching anywhere. And the pizza. My least favorite was the travel, getting on airplanes and everything else.
Well, I've got a least favorite part if you want to hear it. I got bit by mosquitoes. They do not love me here in the United States, but boy, did the Venetian mosquitoes love me. And my face swole up, and it was swollen for the entire week we were there. That was bad. Yeah, that was my least favorite part of the trip. But my favorite part of the trip was I don't know, was it the food or was it just seeing everything? I don't know. The food was amazing. Amazing. And the history was amazing. Hey man, what's up? I love your tips for art.
Thank you.
They want tutorials on how to draw. They want tutorials on drawing flowers. They want you to do Octavia jumping in a pile of leaves and sunbathing and hanging up lights. Oh, Reese is asking the question.
Blow dryer. Okay.
How much do you spend on art supplies annually?
Probably not that much, maybe a couple $100, because I've already got so many art supplies. The benefit of being older. So really it's just it's upkeep at this point.
Yeah, but the upkeep is a lot. Why are you erasing again? Cheese Pizza would like to know what you erased.
Oh, I erased the pencil lines because I don't need them anymore. I've inked everything and I don't need the pencil lines.
I want to see the Barbie travel blow dryer in action, says Jamie Brown. That's so funny. Oh, didn't you scream blow dryer?
I did.
Oh, blow dryer caught me off guard, says unknown. Yeah, when Scott does watercolor, in order to make it dry faster so you don't have to watch paint dry, we did.
Yeah, I'll shout blow dryer.
Yeah. I am sure you have said this, but where did your love for art start?
My mom. She was an artist.
Ahas says the only art supply I have is pencil and eraser and paper.
That's all you need.
That's where Scott started.
Yep.
If you think his mom gave him art supplies when he was little, like expensive art supplies,
no. Blow dryer.
Travel hairdryer, Lula. Here's the story. Scott got a battery-powered blow dryer to take with him on the trip, and yes, he did use it while he was out sketching in the middle of Venice. It is USB, has a little USB charger. It's kind of funny.
It was great.
The blow dryer, does it ever push the paint around, honey?
It would if I left it really, really wet, but I make sure that I dab up any of the extra wetness with a paper towel. Like if I was to blow this right now, this green would run over to there.
Steffner's like, green? Why? And here we go. Why is the water green? Because the water was green, guys.
The water's green.
The Venice water was green. There was a lot of mold in the water in some of the smaller canals. The water didn't move very well.
Here.
There you go. It was green. Good.
I'll add some teal to it so it's not ugly green, but yeah.
Sometimes it smelled, so not the best green. How's that? Any tips for drawing white fur?
Use blue for the shadows, blues and purples.
Why is the boat red? Because the boat was red in the picture. It looks unsanitary. It felt unsanitary.
Blow dryer.
Is not great green. Got it. So maybe take a little bag of coffee beans to help with the smell. No, you find a little cafe on the side and you order a cappuccino, and that's what you do. I love the sticker on the blow dryer.
Thank you.
Bethany says, but did I almost fall in? Yes, and on more than one occasion.
Well, she was just tempting fate most of the
She
time.
really was. She would go lean and want to take pictures like very close to the water, and I was like, get away from the water. Anyway. Okay, so we've had numerous people asking. Commissions are closed presently. They were closed because we left. Are you going to open commissions again?
Maybe at some point. Right now, I've got 2 films I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sorry, 1 film and 1 TV series.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got to get
our own, just
yeah.
that we've got.
I've got to get through that first, and then if I have the time, then I'll open up commissions.
Yeah.
And I just realized that there should be water here.
Any recommendations for ink that doesn't fade when you erase over it?
The zebra brush pen is what I use, and it does a really good job of not fading.
Hi, I love your work. I'm 24. Is it too late to start? How should I start?
Hi.
Farzana.
Absolutely, it's never too late to start. Look up Grandma Moses. She didn't start till she was in her 70s. So please, 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 24 is very young.
Oh my gosh, so young.
I didn't pick up watercolors until my 40s.
So how do they start if they're 24? Give them some tips.
Just my best tip is to get a sketchbook and fill it with your daily life. Just draw everything every day. Just keep drawing. Draw everything you see. Don't draw out of your head. Just draw the stuff that you see. And that will help you so much.
Emmy is going to France tomorrow with their 2 best friends. Love your art and inspires me to practice watercolor more.
Oh,
Are
fantastic.
you taking a sketchbook?
Yeah, please do.
Oh my gosh. Any fish in Venice water? Yes.
Yeah, we saw them.
Teeny ones.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's bigger ones down in the murkiness, but from what we understand, you don't want to eat them.
Do you use fixative spray?
No. I have some, but I don't use it for watercolors. You don't need it for watercolors.
Okay, so this is for Wolfberg. You can see me in several of Scott's videos. There's a wife video. There's a couple other videos there that I'm in, and that's where you can see me because I'm still in my pajamas this morning. The water looks so pretty with the tea.
Teal, probably.
Oh, probably. Yeah. Oh, no, that's right. Teal.
Thomas.
I'm a one-track mind. I see
like
that. I think
tea.
I'm 42, so I question. I need to start watercolors.
Oh yeah, I started watercolors around the same time.
Sitting in the airport on my way to Italy right now. That's intrepid.
Oh,
absurdist.
that's great. Yay! We just got back on Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, so have a wonderful time.
You will love it. I'm so excited for you.
Blow dryer. So if you guys look, I am doing all of my lightest colors first. I did the baby blue, I did the yellow, and I did the teal, the greens. And then I'm going to just slowly start coming in with the warmer, with the heavier colors.
They want to know how to blend watercolors.
Exactly like that, light to dark.
Scott uses the Winsor & Newton watercolors. That should help with that. How do I draw from different perspectives?
I break everything. I mean, again, I always say to draw from what you see. Don't try to do stuff out of your head just yet. If you're still learning, draw what you see.
Sarah would like to know, they love your work, but would you ever think of making a coloring book with your drawings from your travel journal?
Thanks. I don't know for my travel journal because, you know, I'm finishing a sketch there. I don't go around with a scanner. But there are some coloring pages that we've put up in the on our Discord and on the website if you want to go take a look. When I can, I will scan the stuff in before I.
But there's no way to do that when
Yeah.
Far away. Do you ever get bored while you make art when you are not live streaming?
Yes. I get bored every 20 minutes and I gotta walk away. This is a little bit of work for me to stand up here and work through it, because normally I go, okay, I'm done with the pencils. I want to go walk around and I want to go do something else. I just don't have the attention span to work that diligently. But I do it for you.
What should you look at to make faces look like the actual person?
The reference. Always look at the reference, and you'll start to, if you draw enough from the reference, you'll start to see the shapes, you'll start to see the form, and you'll start to see the three-dimensionality. And then after that, you could start drawing from memory. But I always say to learn from drawing from reference.
What's your favorite style to draw? I see you do a ton of landscape and portraits. What's your guilty pleasure style?
Art Nouveau. I like drawing hair, big flowing hair. I think is a lot of fun.
Ahaha says, I don't enjoy drawing, but I don't know why I keep doing it, which I think is an interesting question.
That is an interesting question. You must like it in some way if you keep doing it.
Try doing something else, maybe. If you don't like drawing,
Yeah.
Try writing, or try sculpting, or try
Or music or something.
Yeah, something else. Maybe there'll be something else that you like. You should draw Octavia picking mushrooms. Why does the napkin remind me of the Subway sandwich napkin? How long did it take you to finally feel comfortable and confident in your abilities as an artist?
I'll let you know if that ever happens. To date, it hasn't happened. Now, sometimes I feel I'm starting to let go of things being perfect, of things being exact. Like, these lines are just so off from the photo. There's windows that I was like, I don't have room for this. I did draw this too close, and normally I would get upset and I would try to fix it, and I'm just going, okay, there's just not a window there anymore. And I would want every step to be perfect. And these lines are just not perfect. And I'm learning to be okay. And I think that is when you start to feel comfortable, is when you start to be okay with the mistakes. The mistakes become a part of your art. And that's what I'm working on right now. Blow dryer. So here's a little lesson that I wound up teaching some people. You see this building here? I see there's no light source right now on any of this. It was a cloudy day. This was like the first day we got there. Yeah. It was overcast. There's no light source. Mm-hmm. But if I was to draw this way, this doesn't look like it has an edge. It looks almost two-dimensional. So I purposely said shadow on this side. I'm adding more shadows on the. I created the light source saying it's going to come from the left, and that's where my light's going to be. So this is something that as artists we can't copy a photo exactly, because if it's a photo you believe that this is just a cloudy day, you don't question that it's three-dimensional. But if I was to leave it the way it is, you would think I'm just something wrong with me. So we have to tell a story, and that's what I'm doing. Is I'm a storyteller, and so there's light over here, and so this is just a little simple thing. By adding a little purple on this side, now gives this three-dimensionality.
They want to know if you can use multimedia paper for alcohol markers. Excuse me.
Yeah, that would probably work well.
I don't know. Didn't they go through stuff for you?
It depends on the quality of it.
The quality of what?
Of the
marker
paper.
Or the paper. Okay. Well, multimedia paper, I'm assuming, is thinner than
Watercolor paper, but
Correct.
thicker than drawing paper.
I don't know. My favorite saying is that artists are the world's first Photoshop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Jamie had to leave.
Oh, bye, Jamie.
Okay, so Balandu says their mom says if they trace, how can they learn? That's how you learn.
Tracing is how you learn.
Exactly.
I mean, look,
She's a non-artist.
That's okay. It's okay. Tracing is a way. Sometimes, here's the thing. Sometimes you just want to get to the painting part, and if you can't get your drawing right, you never get the chance to paint. So sometimes you just want to just trace it so you got it right, or you want to trace it to help you figure things out. I trace when I have to get the likeness just right. If I'm doing a professional job and I'm painting, something for Star Trek or something, and I have to, my job is to give them good art, not to say, oh, I know it doesn't look right, but I didn't trace it. No one wants to hear an excuse. They just want the art to be good. There's nothing wrong with tracing. That said, your mom is right. You will learn by drawing what you see. You just have to do it enough times. But tracing is it's not cheating. It is a tool that you use to get to an end. Mm-hmm. But if you're trying to learn how to draw what you see, you do still need to keep drawing what you see without the tracing. So you use the tool when you need it, but if it's not for something that you need to be perfect, just like this, none of this is perfect. This has more character and more life to it than had I traced it. But if I was being paid to do a very realistic painting, I would trace it. So that's when you use the tool.
If you want to send us pictures of your art, the best way to do that right now, because there's so many of you on our social medias, is to send it to the Discord. And then Stefan says, I have removed windows before on my Pemberley piece. Mr. Darcy would not approve. He would not, because windows are important. And the glazing on the windows is expensive. So you need to name your blow dryer. We have, the blow dryer's name is Roger Roger. You can thank Nixia for that. I wish I got their way of thinking. I keep feeling like things aren't perfect and ended up fixing them more until I have no interest in drawing it again.
Yeah. That is the hardest thing. The hardest lesson for artists to learn is it doesn't need to be perfect. It's just the hardest lesson for us.
Okay, for all of you that are asking about the paints and the gouache and the watercolors, everything else, there is a list of all of Scott's art supplies. Can one of you guys put that in the list directly to Scott's art supplies? Then you'll be able to see everything he uses.
Yeah, I only use like 12 colors.
Right, but everything's there. Thank you, Bethany. So Bethany Primrose just put that in. So check out the art supply list. And then that way, because I know a lot of you, I haven't answered all those along the way, but that will answer that question. They want to know what your favorite painting is. The Klooch says theirs is Starry Night.
Mine is Spring by Sir Lawrence Alma-Tadema.
Would you ever try acrylic paints again?
Yes, because some companies sent me some more, and I should probably try them out again. But I'm not going to like it. I'm just telling you now.
If they don't have Discord, where can they send you their art?
Well, if you have any social media, you can just tag me in it.
Mm-hmm. If you tag him, he will try to see it. We just can't promise that lately because there's so many. We get tagged in so many things. What dragon would you be, Donna? Plant, camouflage, poison water, breathing underwater, glow in the dark, ice breathing. If
Donna was a dragon, she would be dragging my butt out of bed.
Okay. Fire breathing because it's just really cool. I think. You will also find the paintbrushes in the art supply list for whoever asked for the paintbrushes. Are you going to make this into a short?
This will be part of a short talking about our trip. Yeah. I just want to finish the entire series or the entire, I got to finish the other pages.
Okay, Mayor, if you're only 11 and your mom doesn't allow you to use social media, which I completely understand and agree with her on that one, maybe ask her to contact us through the website. That might be helpful, and have your mom do it so that she knows what you're trying to do. Do you listen to dubstep when you paint? That's my go-to music. It really helps.
No, for me, it's something a little less boom boom. It's more like Seal is who I listen to.
Most remembered food eaten in Italy.
The pizza. Yeah, I don't get to eat pizza very often, and for some reason, pizza was something that I could eat there. Though the gelato was really good.
The wine was good. The gelato was good. The cappuccino was good. Everything was good. Okay, so strange. The grapes.
Oh, the grapes were really good.
I
Yeah.
haven't eaten good grapes in like 10 years. And we went by one of these outdoor markets, and Scott bought like 2 kilos of grapes. Took them back to our hotel room, and they were the best grapes I've ever had in my life. They were so good. Honey, what's your favorite color?
Payne's Gray.
Do you recommend an art school?
No, none in particular. No.
Stefan says it's the quality and freshness of it. It's got actually good mozzarella. No joke. No joke. Can you do a review of Dom's watercolor tubes?
I'll look it up.
I ordered paints from Agala Colors. They have drawing stones. I got some, kind of love them. We did not get to go there. Which ice cream is your favorite? Well, right now it's the gelato in Italy. Just saying. Italy has the best ice cream and pizza. I had a calzone when we were there, and it was the best calzone I've ever eaten in my life. I'm 52, and I've eaten a lot of calzones, people. Scott does not use a glass dip pen, and he has not used it. When you paint with watercolor, can you add a lighter color above a darker color?
Not easily, no. That's just, it's too transparent.
How much sweeter was the gelato, by the way? It was not.
It was not sweeter.
That's the funny thing. It was not sweeter, but the flavor was deeper. So, like, I had mint chocolate chip, and it was super, super, super minty, but it was not sickeningly sweet. Yes, we were on a gondola. How much does the quality of art supplies affect your finished product? I teach and play music professionally, and I always tell my students that your tool doesn't matter. Is it the same in art?
It's true, because I mean, you'll see that I've done some videos where I've painted with I've worked with crayons. So yeah, it's definitely more the artist than it is the art materials. That said, my art is infinitely better when I'm using good materials.
Where do you get your inspirations and ideas mostly from?
The world. I mean, I'm still a very visual person, so I see something that inspires me, and I draw it.
I'll be really honest. I sort of zeroed in on the chocolate and the mint chocolate chip, and I didn't really look at what the other flavors of gelato were. What's your favorite drawing that you've ever made?
Probably the Animal Crackers movie poster. Blow dryer. Thank you so much. Love you too.
Santa's here and said, wow, the ad was a bit risque today. Uh-oh. That's not good.
Uh-oh. Hey, Santa.
How you doing, Santa? What exactly is gouache? What's the difference between that and any other paint?
I have a video on that, but the short answer is gouache is watercolor, but with more pigment, where you can put the lighter color on top of the darker color because they're more opaque.
Alon Alpert asks, what is the lightest GSM paper you can use with watercolors? I like drawing when I hike, but I can't take a lot of heavy stuff.
The lightest I've used is the Canson. Let me go check.
I think that's 300 GSM.
Yeah, it is 300 GSM.
I remember that.
300 GSM.
Scott, I have an idea for you to paint. Will you paint the sakura tree? It's my favorite tree, and I think your art style would look so good on it. Or the azalea, my favorite flower.
I could look into it.
You guys made me want to move to Italy, but fortunately I live in India, which is a good country to live in if you're a foodie.
Yeah.
See, I want to come to India and try food there. I would love that. Gelato is churned differently than ice cream, so the texture is much creamier. Santa says wishing everyone the best.
Everybody gives Santa some love.
Yeah, if you haven't followed Santa here on YouTube, give him some love, will ya? 'Tis the season soon, and he's going to get very busy. I'm planning on pursuing art therapy in the future once I finish high school. Would it be necessary for me to obtain a bachelor's, or should I focus more on improving my skills through a diploma?
If you're going to teach it in any way, a bachelor's is definitely a must.
But art therapy is a specific type of, oh God, who was I talking to about this? I was talking to somebody about this. There is a major, there's some kind of therapy major, like it's under psychology, I think, but it's a sub-major, and it is an art therapy major.
But you definitely are going to need a degree.
Yeah, you need a degree.
To work in that field.
Mm-hmm, you do. Katie Cat says, hey, I'm 12. I have a lot of nice art supplies, but every time I try to get back into it, I just stop halfway through. Any tips?
Give yourself a time limit. It sounds like you're like me and you get bored after a while. So give yourself a 1 hour time limit. Just see what you can do in an hour. And that's been really helpful for me. So this is an hour and a half, and I'm already bored. I'm ready to go and go do something else. And that's okay. That's just how our brains work. The other thing is you can always come back to it, but I just like going, I'm done. I don't want to see it anymore. I'm done. And so don't work. I think that was something that I was trying to teach at the class, was to do, like when we were drawing this church, so many of them were drawing it like double page.
Oh gosh.
You know, and by the time I was done with this little painting, they were still penciling it.
Yeah.
And so it's like they're making more work for themselves by doing it bigger. Just do like a little pizzeria sign that takes you 30 minutes to do. Just work on smaller stuff. It's
smaller vignettes.
Yeah, and I think that's just so much more attainable for us. Some people have a hyper focus kind of ability where they can do that. I don't. I need to be done and then move on.
Stephaner's ad was for traveling to Europe. That's funny. You guys are funny. How do you keep your brushes pointy, and what brushes do you use? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Caven P. Scott is not a good one with his brushes. He's terrible. He never cleans them, doesn't take care of them, and yeah, don't buy good brushes.
Well, thank you for answering that for me, because I wasn't going to say anything.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Tell them how to do that.
Go ahead. Stop being a pickle.
I'm being a pickle.
You are.
I found good brushes. There are brushes, especially those expensive kinds, that don't hold the point. And so these have been really good, these Etcher ones, and the ones that I have on my site on the art supply list, the portable one, the travel ones are really, really good. So I would recommend those, because you have to try stuff until you find the ones that work. And for me, it was these. So the holding that point is the most important thing for me. But Donna's the expert, so we'll let her tell you more.
I just bought him nice brushes and I'm irritated that he didn't like them. That's my problem. I'm using a 100, I'm assuming that's GSM notebook. Is that okay for watercolor?
100 GSM? Well, I don't think so. The paper is the most important thing when it comes to your watercolor. It's more important than the actual watercolors.
Then that goes with Kaven's question. Do you have recommendation for watercolors for normal thin printer grade notebook like paper?
No, I mean, it's watercolors need thick paper. They really, really do. You got to get and the Canson XL, which is in my art supplies list. The Canson XL paper is inexpensive and it is really good. And I've been using it for years. So just please, if you want to get into watercolors, buy cheap watercolors, but buy at least the Canson
buy the decent paper.
Buy cheap paintbrushes, cheap watercolors, but get the good paper. And again, it's only maybe a couple dollars more, and this is the best paper. This is the Be Creative paper, and I really love it. Watercolor paper is the most important thing. Blow dryer.
Macaron says, my daughter is majoring in psychology and minoring in art with plans to master in art and play therapy. There you go. That answers your question on the art. Thank you for putting that in there. Just wonder if there are any good and inexpensive watercolor palettes.
Yes, the Canson XL or the Winsor & Newton Cotman ones, and I have those in my art supply list too. Is a really good travel journal. It's the identical journal to the one that I used, but just with the student brand.
Do you have any tips on giving up on your art too easily?
Yeah, I mean, I did a video where I said you have to make 100 bad, drawings to get one that you like. And that's just something that you're going to have to come to terms with, is that you got to get the bad ones out. So, just keep doing it until it becomes less frequent. If you really want to pursue art, you got to get the bad ones out.
Can gouache and watercolor be used on canvas?
Can gouache and watercolor be
used on canvas?
Used on canvas. Gouache maybe, but not watercolor.
I've noticed in a lot of your videos, you sketch out your characters with colored pencil as opposed to a regular one. What's the specific reason for that? Wouldn't it be safer to sketch with graphite?
Whenever you see me sketch with a colored pencil, I'm either just going to leave it that way, or I'm going to go over it with something opaque. I'll never go colored pencil and then watercolors. So if you look at my, when I'm going to do watercolors, it's always a 4H pencil. So it's a hard pencil. Whenever you see me do the colored pencils, I'm usually just kind of doodling.
Can you make a tutorial? And this is, a couple of people have asked this today. They want a tutorial on eyelashes.
There is something in the how to draw eyes thing about eyelashes, and that's basically, you don't want to draw each individual eyelash. You want to keep them as just a shape. Take a look at the how to draw eyes video first. Blow dryer. Ooh.
Watercolor Sink has done watercolor on textured gesso.
Interesting.
You should draw Spider-Man for the movie. Pop Art says love from Pakistan.
Love from the Hobbit hole.
Stingy says you should make a membership, Scott.
Oh, I started up the subscriptions on Instagram, but I don't do anything for it. The hard part is I'd rather give all of my stuff away for free. And when I do subscriptions, I think people should expect to get a little more for, what they're asking. And I just, everything I do, I want to give to everybody for free. There's nothing I'm holding back from any of you. I give you guys everything if I can.
Nicholas has an interesting question that I don't think we've ever been asked before. What catches your attention the most from a person's art? I don't think we've ever been asked that before.
Catches my attention the most from a person's art. I think it's the same thing as like if you're dating and you see somebody that you're attracted to. You can't quantify it. It's something special about it that you see. It's like hearing a song or something for the first time that you go, I really like this song. And if people say why, it's not, well, the guitars or the way they're singing, or it's just there's something about it. And I think because it's art, it's the same thing. Sometimes people just make a piece, or their art style or something is just so enthralling. And sometimes it's everything they do, and sometimes it's one piece. You have no say over it's just like you have no say over who you're attracted to. It is what it is. And
that's not true. If you're in Italy, you're attracted to everybody. Okay, we've got some other really good questions. Danish Kagur wants to know some tips for beginners.
Draw everything every day.
Then Abokabu says, do you have any tips on how to draw hair?
Yes, there's videos on that.
And then that is followed up by the eyes video link is an unavailable video.
What?
I don't know. He said the eyes.
Who gave it was maybe the one of the mods.
That's WWE Plot Gun.
But they said link, which means maybe one of the mods gave a bad link.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe that's it. Maybe the link isn't good. Is the video not there, or is the link bad? We'll check that out. As a broke college art student, I appreciate that so much. You're funny. Do you have any advice for drawing cartoons? If not, I hope you have a nice day and I love your paintings.
I love drawing cartoons. I would say just copy the ones that you love until you can do them on your own.
What are some tips to learn watercolor faster?
Practice more.
I'm not an artist at all, but when I watch your videos, they make me so happy.
Oh, thank you.
The Avika show sent you a tip.
Thank you.
Bethany replies back to Faraz and says, there is no magic pill or cheat code, just practice, which is pretty much it. I'm a young artist and really love your art and advice. That's Mina.
Thank you, Mina.
Nixia says a good piece of art should make you feel something.
Yeah. And I think every artist wants to be able to do that, to accomplish that. But we never know which ones it's going to be.
Art Junkie says, good morning, Scott. My question is, in your opinion, what are some signs that someone is an experienced artist?
I think it's when they have confidence in their brush strokes and their pencil strokes, when they're not, when you see stuff isn't perfect, that's when you know that they're more experienced. When you're younger, you want to try to get everything to look just right. And I think that's where stuff like Impressionism and other stuff kind of came out, was artists were like, I'm tired of making everything perfect. And I want to give the impression of what I see. And so I think that's when you start to see the growth in somebody.
Oh, Stephanie says my iLink video was not, her link wasn't copied completely. So if you're looking for the video, Stephanie just put it in again. And Luma says, I think people have certain things they like in art. Like I'm autistic and love people, so I love drawing people and D&D characters.
It's true.
Yeah. Will you please post the reference picture on the Discord server?
I might have already in the general. It might have been one of the ones I posted.
I think it was.
I posted a bunch of them, and I might have. If you want to take a look.
If you ever tried drawing a fantasy map, I love drawing them, and they can look really good. That's glass.
I did for the Dreamland Chronicles, my book series.
I've been to Venice before. The food is very good. Italian cuisine is the best. I agree.
Yeah.
I am a beginner artist, and I love watching you. You're so talented, and I love you.
Thank you so much.
Chris Dreamers wants to know how you are today.
I'm doing very good, thank you.
Do you have tips on facial proportions?
Not as much as other people. There's some artists who can do it really, really, who could tell you really, really well. I might have done a couple videos on it, but I think there are other artists who explain it so much better.
I bought some zebra brush pens on your recommendation, and they're amazing.
Oh, great.
That's Jesper. I think your tutorials are better than any.
You're too kind. Thank you.
Happy to be here for the live. If you're drawing a face, how do you make sure it looks like the person without tracing it? If you're drawing it from a reference without tracing.
You just gotta hope. Like I said, I mean, it's practice. It's looking at the reference and doing your best. But honestly, if you're trying to get it perfect, trace it.
Santa says, I love these pages. I hope that it was the first of many visits to Italy.
Oh, thanks, Santa. Yeah, us too. Hold on. Blow dryer. Obviously, I'm not done with this, but yeah, here's the whole thing in case you guys haven't seen it. So I'm still finishing. I still got to write in. That was day 1, day 2. This one I'm still got to work on. But yeah, it was really, really an amazing trip. Venice is just gorgeous. That's Donna getting her gelato. My Stanley Tucci glasses broke.
Oh yeah, they broke while we were there.
So we had a really good time. We had a really, really good time.
I think you just gotta hope Scott's out of merchandise shirt says Santa. There's a video on finding your art style. There is a video on Art Block. Those are all in the Art Hacks playlist. You draw Venetian Masquerade in the next art project since it's about Venice.
Maybe.
I don't think I would want to be in Venice during any major holiday or.
Yeah, it was crowded enough as it was.
There were a lot of people there. And this is just for us personally. We like to go off season if we can. Tupon says, hey Scott, I have a question. Love your shorts, by the way. Would you prefer to doodle on pen for practices or pencils?
I like colored pencils to doodle.
Do you like to draw clowns?
I have nothing against drawing clowns. I don't draw them often.
Kingdom Riders. There is a video in the Art Hacks playlist on burnout. Santa says that's the way of life. Celebrate the imperfections and mistakes, for in them we find authenticity and lessons.
Yes.
How can I find artists that inspire me? Lena asks. Good question.
I would start with the with museums. Look at some of the masters, and when I say masters, I'm not talking Leonardo da Vinci or anything like that. That's so old school. Look at Monet or Van Gogh. Look at the Art Nouveau movement. Look at what was it? The brother.
Hildebrand?
The brother of the
brother of the who? I'm sorry, I don't know who you're talking about.
The art movement I like with the
Alphonse Mucha?
No.
Okay. Art moving it.
I'm sure just read the comments. I'm sure someone's already figured it out by now.
Okay. Okay.
Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood. Gosh.
Sorry, I didn't know where you were going with that one.
I couldn't figure it out either. I just.
Oh, goody, spam's right in the chat. Oh, Mar's here. Hi, Mar.
Hey, Mar.
How you doing?
But yeah, look to things like that. Those stuffs are so inspiring. There's some amazing artists that you can be inspired by.
Bethany, you put in how to deal with art block. Ivan says, hi, I'm Colombian, but I live in Paris. I'm 34 years old and never drawn before in my life. I'm a musician, but I started drawing 3 months ago and your videos are inspiring. I want to get better.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure you will.
I never actually thought that a blow dryer could be an art tool. Is it bad if I change art style super often, like every week?
No. I mean, don't worry about style yet. Just learn to draw. That's the most important thing. Learn to draw.
Thank you for continuing to inspire me with my art, the 71-year-old beginner.
Oh, I love hearing that.
Hey, if Lori can do it, all the rest of you can do it.
Yeah, no excuses, people.
Wasman says, hello, Scott, love from India. I'm seeing you since last week. I was so much into drawing, but after college, I stopped now, thinking to start again after seeing your videos.
I hope you do.
Yay! Yes, we were only in Venice, and we were there for 8 days.
All right, so I'm going to call this done for now. Right now, it feels very flat. I feel like I need to either make this darker or something. But for now, I think it's a good representation of a day in Venice.
Oh, thanks for putting my my YouTube channel. But yeah, avocado. There's a lot of. You can just get. There's a stationery pal in one of my videos. There's a stationery pal link. They put together a kit for us. The journal is really reasonably priced, and they're really reasonably priced pen. But you can start with anything. You could go to the store and buy like just a little notebook and a pen and start writing and journalising.
Donna had a really good time with their materials. She brought it with her to Italy.
I did. Actually, I brought. They have a little case. It was this little blue case, and super cheap. I think it's like $7 or $8. And I had my notebook inside there, and I would take my notebook out, and it was hard-sided, so I'd use it as a little desk, and we sat on these little chairs. And I wrote. I mean, I wrote like pages and I had a little A6 size notebook, so a smaller one, but I wrote like 25 pages on the trip. And I collected all the things, and I'm gonna, now that we're home, I'm gonna work on my journal, but I spent a lot of time writing, which was really great. I had a really good time doing that. I know it's hard to find cheap, good quality stuff, but there are things out there. Check out what I've got on my thing, and if you want, you can message me. Who's your favorite art master?
I think.
Honey, I gotta go.
Oh yeah, if I could paint like anybody, it'd probably be Sir Lawrence Alma-Tadema. I loved his stuff, or that, or J.C. Leyendecker.
You should draw Octavia in a haunted house.
Ooh, yeah, maybe we'll do that. Okay, Donna has a business meeting, and so we will call this done for now. Thank you all for hanging out with us, and I will try to either figure out what we're gonna do for Friday. So, but we'll see you all on Friday. And again, if you can, please don't forget to click on the view product links, product tags on our videos, because they really help us out. So if you want to support us,
buy anything, you can
just click those every time you see them, and that really helps.
Okay, thanks for being here, guys.
We love you all, and
Sorry
we will
about
see you.
I gotta go.
No, it's
so
yeah, it's been a while.
We'll see you Friday. Yeah, you're 15 minutes over your time, noodle boy.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Thanks.